Bitcoin is pumping and it's having its nice higher low in comparison to the previous one in the immediate short term. We're gonna have a look what is going on with this pump, guys, and also what gold has to do with the Bitcoin right now. So welcome everyone on board. Make sure to be subscribed on this channel. I keep you updated every day, guys, whatever is going on. Our crypto family is growing every day. We hit over 3,000 subscribers, so thank you very much for your great support, guys. Of course, check out also all exchanges that I'm using, like for example Casey Exchange or Maxi Global, where we can trade all newest upcoming cryptos. Here, as you can see, we have everyday new coins getting listed on this exchange. Most of the times they're of course very nice tradable because they have low market cap. So sign up with my link, guys. And of course we have also other exchanges and new cryptos that are upcoming, like Bitcoin Hyper, Maxi Doge, Pepe Note, and so on. Especially Bitcoin Hyper right now, it's getting a lot of attention, raising over 24 millions, guys. So once Bitcoin is pumping to the upside, you can see a lot of money floating into Bitcoin Hyper. That's why right now, in my opinion, it's not a bad idea maybe also to stack up with some Bitcoin Hyper tokens. The link is of course also here in the video description to get to the official website. All right, guys, let's start here straight in the 4-hour time frame with Bitcoin. And as you can see, we are seeing right now a big pump. Of course, everything is, guys, no financial advice. Take it always with the same with a grain of salt. So I'm not a financial advisor. This is no financial advice. I'm just sharing my own opinions, my own TA. Trading in the crypto space is always involved with high risk, so always do your own research. And I'm sharing all my own opinions, my own price analysis and market observations. And now, of course, we have this expected huge pump ongoing. So a big reversal is potentially ongoing right now, guys. So this pump is very healthy. And after we close that little CME gap that we had down here at around $107,000, we can consider it basically closed right now. We are seeing Bitcoin now having this nice rally. And therefore, of course, I'm expecting here a big upside continuation. Of course, only my own opinion, no financial advice, guys. But since we have cleared right now this previous support area, now not as a new resistance, but potentially as a new support, I think that we are having right now a massive move ongoing to the upside. Also, you can see that we are far away from the 200 moving average still. This one hasn't got tested yet at $115,000. The indicator are all switching bullish again, even though we got some sell signals. As you can see here, immediately they are reversing right now after clearing basically this this higher low that we are seeing right now. So this is basically the beginning of a potential uptrend. Of course, we are still not out of the woods, but based on the daily time frame as well, you can see that we are getting everywhere buy signals, and that means that very soon we could see here a massive move to the upside, at least to test here the 20 daily moving average at 116k, maybe even come all the way up to test $122,000, the top side of the candle channels. That is possible, especially once we're getting all buy signals confirmed. The RSI is also coming up to test the 50 level, so everything is looking great right now. And what has this to do with gold? So whenever we see gold having a massive rally, this is the daily chart for gold, and we are topping out somewhere, afterwards we usually see Bitcoin also following gold, so having a massive pump to the upside, reaching a potential cycle top. And whenever gold had that and is starting to correct heavily, then we see Bitcoin basically starting to pump also to those highs, and of course also to a potential cycle high of this bull market. So I think that right now we could see eventually the beginning of the last big move of this bull run, taking us to much higher levels, to the cycle top area somewhere in November or December. Otherwise, of course, we could just get somewhere here a lower high and afterwards start the correction. This is of course also another option. But until we are reaching $122,000 or at least 116k, I remain bullish, and I'm expecting here this move to continue to go to the upside, because the daily time frame is starting to get bullish, the 4-hour time frame is starting to get bullish. Of course, we have some resistances in front of us, but everything is looking like that we could see a big breakout to the upside. And according, of course, to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Tron, everything is also moving nicely here to the upside. That is of course normal, because wherever Bitcoin is going, of course the altcoins will be moving to according to that. And that of course makes me even more bullish here for the launch of Bitcoin Hyper, this new crypto that is about to come out, this new layer 2 on top of Bitcoin. Remember, guys, that here we have the best of the two worlds. We have basically a Solana driven virtual machine. So this project is built up, this DeFi and layer 2 project is built up on top of Solana, but it will be running on Bitcoin. So that's why we have the best of the two worlds, the security of Bitcoin and also the flexibility of Solana. and that's why I'm very bullish for Bitcoin Hyper, and that's why I think that also a lot of people are jumping into this new crypto as well. Of course, we also have some other cryptos that are launching, but for me, this Bitcoin Hyper, this one over here, is a no-brainer right now. I'm buying, of course, heavily into this one over here. And once Bitcoin also is starting to create new all-time highs, I think that also here we're going to see good things ahead of us. And what we don't have to forget is, of course, here the weekly time frame, guys. The weekly time frame in the indicators is still looking a bit critical. So we are in theory still shifted to the downside. Some indicators are still coming down, although the 2-week time frame is not looking too great. So we still have some things that are not really looking too great at the moment. Also the monthly time frame still looking a bit toppy here, in my opinion. Here, basically, with the next sell signal, we could eventually get the cycle top of this bull run, because we always have lower highs also here in the stochastic RSI, while we have higher highs in the price action. But this, of course, can continue for some more weeks and months. But the top is close, in my opinion. And also here, based on the weekly time frame, remember that we are still building up this rising wedge, interior bearish pattern, but as long as we don't break down or we break to the upside, we're going to remain in this trading range between $108,000 and $130,000 with the weekly closes. So basically within this apex here, we're going to squeeze and see in which direction we're going to break out to next. So in my opinion, exciting times ahead. We are still, of course, not out of the woods, but things are starting to look extremely bullish here for Bitcoin, for the altcoins, and of course also for new launching cryptos like Bitcoin Hyper. So stay tuned, guys, because I think that here the most parabolic time is in front of us. You can see also the market sentiment is very, very positive right now. Gold, in my opinion, has reached, if not the cycle top here, at least a local top. And that means if we start to correct heavily here, then we could expect here the opposite in the crypto market, that Bitcoin now is taking the lead and is going to new all-time highs. Because whenever gold have seen a massive rally and it topped out somewhere and it started a corrective phase, this was the signal basically that Bitcoin, then it's the move of Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin afterwards is going to get that huge rally, and also then it's topping out somewhere. But we are far away from that if this rally starts right now, so this could be just the beginning. Important is that we keep up now with those higher lows, and of course then start to create higher highs. So we want to see, for example, now 4-hour closes above 116k, then we can call that here the uptrend will start, and that we most likely are out of the woods and we're gonna go towards new all-time highs again. So exciting things ahead, guys. So that's why make sure to be subscribed on this channel. Check out also my X account and the Rumble channel, Telegram group, everything is here. So make sure to be subscribed there as well. And if you want to get on board with some new cryptos, all links are here in the video description. So I am currently bearish short term for gold. I'm bullish for Bitcoin short term to mid term, and of course also for new launching cryptos like Bitcoin Hyper. I'm extremely hyped, of course. So stay tuned, guys. Be subscribed, and we're gonna see us all in the next one. Crypto Underground over for now.